Hang on, guys. Hello. How are you? It's Saturday evening. Jumping on. Okay. It's going to be hard for me to see names because I don't have my regular little phone stand thingy. We don't know where it is. After the auction, it was kind of crazy and everything is everywhere in our little room. And so we had some family stuff to tend to today and I don't know where it is. So what do y'all think? You like my Rapunzel braid tonight? You know what? This is made out of a old tank top. I actually thought about adding some red and white glue to it. But I've got my, hold on, let me show you. It says, don't be a salty heifer. It's my shirt today. Hello, Caitlin. I need you to send me a message with your email and your address, please. Hello, Selena. Hello, Cheryl. Hello, I missed somebody. Thanks for the stars, Linda. Hello, Karen. Hello, Brandy. You guys are so amazing. And I can barely see the comments because y'all are far away. Thank you so much, right? Congrats on the baby boy. I'm so excited. And guess what? Tomorrow, the kids and I, the two younger kids and I are going to go to Oklahoma. And we are going to go meet Marshall and Tara there. And we're going to go see Brady and Jennifer. And so Brady and Jennifer, his wife. And then we get to see Braylee and Stella and Lexon, and then spend time with Marshall and Tara all at the same time. So we're so excited. Hello, Cheryl Taylor. Hello, Helen, Jessica, Sharon. Boy, Sharon and Miss Gwen and I and one of my very, very good friends, Amanda, was up. She came up for the weekend. Hey, Court, one of my other good friends is on here. Woo! Our little road, we had some excitement today, but we'll leave that one alone. Let's just say I was a salty heifer today. I didn't raise my voice though. I was good. I was just, doing my thing out there in the country. I'm learning though. Thanks, Karen. So I don't have a lot of time because I had Jackson text Carolee, our little subway girl. And she is going to be off just a little bit after 10. And, y'all, I don't like to leave her waiting on me. So, I can't be on here very long. But I can stay until about 10. So, we are going to get busy real quick. I, first of all, want to thank everyone so very much for jumping on the auction on Thursday night. We had a lot of fun. It wore us all smooth out, especially me, but it really meant a lot to us. I was so thoroughly impressed with my children's creativity. I mean, y'all, they were whipping out those crafts. Each of them, I think, did 3 apiece, and they were great. They did so good. I was so excited. Hello, Sue and Vicky. Hey, Miss Sue Ford Champion. It's okay. You don't have to sprinkle in North Carolina. I know it's late. It's okay. If you can sprinkle it tomorrow, that'd be great. I appreciate it. The little hearts that y'all shoot up, those count. If you're on for 30 seconds, 1 minute, or 3 minutes, it always helps the algorithms. But we're gonna get started. So I have these boxes. You can get them at Dollar Tree. You can get them at some of them. Dollar General has them. You can order them in bulk from a lot of wholesale places. So I have, on the table, I have 3 of them. We might be able to get to 2 of them tonight, but we're going to do a couple of different things with them. I thought we would try and get some patriotic stuff going. Hello, Miss Hazel. You've missed a lot of crafts this week, not feeling too good. Oh no, I'm sorry. I will add you to my prayer book. Hello, Tanya, welcome. Thanks for sprinkling, Selena. Hello, Cindy. Okay. So yesterday, these are the $1.25 little round boxes. They are, I don't know, I call them papier-mâché. I don't know what the label says. It just says box. It says box. This one, I'm not even going to paint. I'm just going to get right to it. I have some red ribbon that I bought at Walmart at Christmas time last year, or the year before, I think. And I am just going to simply glue this around the edge because it will fit perfectly. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. I feel like you can't see me because the ring light is in the way, but hopefully you can. So I'm going to try and hold things up high. So I'm going to find, there's like a middle line in the back of the box, and that's where I'm going to start. Hello, John and Sue. Hello, hello. Hi, Margaret. So I'm going to start at that line, and I'm going to go over it just a little bit. I've got my hot glue gun over here and my water to drink, because I've been doing water. I'm like so proud of myself. I haven't returned the Coke Zero. It is in the past. The Coke Zero is in the past. So I'm just going to take, this is wired ribbon, so it's a little bit firmer than normal ribbon, and it's wide ribbon, but it was in the Christmas area. I think it was this year, actually, this last year, in the Walmart series of Christmassy colors. But I'm just going to glue like every couple inches. I'm going to put a line of glue so we can get it in there. You can also Mod Podge if you want to, but I'm just going to glue this one tonight. I think it will, well, I don't know. It might not work. No, I think it'll be okay. Because we're actually going to do some more things to this box because this is just the beginning. So, hi Beverly. Thank you for sprinkling. And Jackie and Debbie. Hey Miss Tracy. How is everyone's weather? You guys, we were supposed to get a crazy, crazy, crazy storm tonight, and I'm a little nervous about that. We, I have a story for y'all. This is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one. You're going to want to hear this one. Hi, Beverly. So Marshall and Tara were up yesterday, and we went straight down to Miss Gwen's porch because you all know that I love my kids a ton, a million times beyond. Like, every time I tell them I love them in a text or whatever, I just say I love you all the time, forever and ever. Hey, Mama. Hello, Connie. You know what? My evening has gotten better. It was a rough day, I'm not gonna lie. Yesterday started out, oh, it was so amazing. So let me finish. Okay, so Marshall and Tara get here. We go and meet them where we meet everyone because no one can ever find where we live. So we go and meet them, and they follow us to where we live on these bumpy roads. And we go down to Miss Gwen's to the porch for porch time because I told her that Marshall and Tara were coming. And we went straight there so she could meet them because she just has one more son and his wife to meet, and then she will have met all 6 of my kiddos. And their spouses, the ones that are married. And so they followed us in. Carolee was driving because, you know, she's doing that whole driving thing now. And I did pinking shears on this so I wouldn't have to fold it under, and I'll let you see what it looks like. I should be using the little glue things, but my studio room in here is so crazy right now that y'all would die if you saw. So I used pinking shears, you can't even really see it. So we just covered this whole box, and it did perfect. I didn't even have to paint it. Hello, Rhonda and Teresa and Debbie. Welcome, welcome. So we go down there and we do introductions, and of course Sharon's there, my direct neighbor right next to me, and she's such a stinking doll. And I told the kids when we got there, you know, we did all the introductions and the hugs and all the things, and we sat down and visited for a while and got all that stuff out of the way. And then Marshall and I went live. Hello, Heidi. Hello, hello. Hey, Deborah. And I got a little bit emotional, and I'm very sorry about that. Like, I'm trying to keep my emotions in check, but sometimes, like, y'all have been telling me, give myself some grace. So, okay, so I have some scrapbook paper. I've got blue and red. I'm going to go ahead and stick with, I don't know. Do you think I should do the top blue or red? Do you think? I kind of feel like maybe we should do the top blue with the red on the bottom, because I want to use this blue around the edge of my lid. I think I'll do red. We'll just stick with my original red. And I feel like we need to use some chalk on the blue because it's really... Hello. Thank you, Susan. Oh, I'm so excited, y'all. Y'all have no idea. I am so stinking excited for those two. They are just the cutest little couple ever. And they're just like starting like their little family. And they're getting ready to do all the things. And they're so much closer. They're like 17 hours closer to us now. And my heart is just like so, I don't know, so big, and like I just feel like it's swelling out of my chest because I'm so excited. Hello, Brooke. Hello, Jane. So we went on and we let y'all know the big announcement that they are expecting, and it is a little boy. And once I figure out why my videos are not uploading to my reels, for some reason, you know, Facebook wants me to do all these reels, and I've got them already and all made, but all the little sounds that we put to them, they're not loading. So they're not loading, and I don't know. So I put a trouble ticket in, and hopefully it'll get fixed soon so I can release all of them. But the way they revealed it was they, oh, thank you, Susan. It makes me happy too. Hello, Bonnie. The way that they revealed what they were having was they were at the fire station in where Marshall used to work before they left Wyoming, the Wyoming area and Utah area, and they put the color inside the water hose, y'all. The gender, like boy or girl, they put the color inside the water hose of the fire truck. And then it was like a countdown, and when the water came shooting out of the hose, we all got to see on a live group chat on Messenger what they were going to have. So we all found out at the same time, all the family. And so it was kind of funny because, like, I was curious. I asked Marshall and Tara, I said, so there was lots of teen girls. Like, everyone was teen girl, teen girl, teen girl. My mom and I and her mom and I think her dad were team boy. Like I said from the beginning, I'm team healthy. That I don't really care. Like, I don't think any of us really care. Hello, Miss Lori. Isn't that the coolest idea, Dana? It was so cute. When I get the video figured out, I will post it, and it's so darling. And my son's face was just like beaming, like he was just like so proud. You could just see it. It was just like, oh, it was just great. And there was blue water just spraying out of that fire hose, and it was just awesomeness, pure awesomeness. And so that happened. So we were right. And then when they got here yesterday, they showed us all the ultrasound pictures, and it's definitely a little boy. He's going to be so cute, too. He's probably going to have red hair, y'all. It's going to be so cute. I hope it's curly red hair. I think it's going to be darling. He's going to be so cute and so loved already. But anyway, so we had that, and we sat and visited with Miss Sharon, and our neighbor, and with Miss Gwen, and Carrie Lee, and anyway, so then we had some stuff to take care of. We went down, and Marshall had they brought their dog with them, and she might have to stay with us for a little bit while they're waiting for all the house stuff to be figured out, because he starts work this week with the new fire department here in Texas. And right, Sue? I know. I'll try and figure it out. I'll try and get that video posted as soon as I can. Maybe tomorrow the kids can help me, because I'll have like 4 of my 6 kids will be together tomorrow, and my grandkids. Maybe they can help me figure it out, what I'm doing wrong, or I don't know. But anyway, so then, y'all, here comes the stories. Here comes those lemons and lemonade pictures. Okay, are you ready? Just brace yourself, okay? So I'm emotional, and then we get to laughing, we get to doing our thing, and we head down to the property. Well, you know that the kids and I have been in our fifth wheel because of expenses and different things that have been happening since the move and my health and all the things. Well, from the storm the other night, that lifted that building and moved it 18 feet, that's like, so I did call them like y'all suggested, and it ends up that it's covered, and they're supposed to be, they sent it to dispatch. So I'm put Mod Podge on the scrapbook paper. Sorry, I'm telling stories. I'm not even telling you all what I'm doing. Hopefully you're following along with what I'm doing. Hello, Diane. Hey, Melissa. Hi, Luann. So I picked this red and white scrap paper up from an Americana pack. I think I got it from Joanne Fabrics a couple years ago, but it's reversible. So it's navy on one side, like, it's got like writing on it. I can't read it, but Beverly, I will send you another message. Or Beverly, I just saw your message, so I will respond to that. Sorry. Anyway, so we go down to the property, and we've been so there's a leak. Okay, something flew and hit the trailer or something. We don't know what happened. So Marshall, y'all. Marshall gets on Jackson's motocross bike. And I called Miss Gwen and I said, do you have a ladder we can borrow? Because mine's not tall enough. And Marshall's got to get up. Marshall and Jackson, they're fixing to get up on the roof of the fifth wheel. And she said, well, sure, honey. You know you can come down here and get anything you need. So off Marshall goes, and I followed him. Hey, Dawn and Teresa. I follow him. Tara and I follow him, his wife, and he's on this motocross bike, y'all. And he's like, well, I said, well, we'll just put it on top of I have an old Honda Pilot. It's like a 2011 or something, because I don't, I love it's paid for, and all the things. So I was like, we'll just put it on the rack, the big ladder. You're fine, Miss Doyley. No worries. I'm just glad to see you here. I'm glad to see everyone here. Thanks for the stars, whoever sent stars. Hi, Jackie and Melissa Rose. So here Tara and I are going down the road, and here comes Marshall zooming past us on the motocross bike. And we get down to this shop, and we get this 8-foot ladder. I think it was 8 feet. It might be 10 feet, but I think it was 8 feet. And Marshall proceeds to load up onto this motocross bike, and he decides he's going to take off with the ladder one-handed and drive that motocross bike down the dirt road back onto the property. And he did it. And I'm gonna put that on a reel too, because that's how we do it in the country, right? We do everything crazy in the country. So he's riding. So I'm gonna see if this is gonna fit. Hopefully it's gonna fit. Might not, but yeah, it's gonna be okay. So now we have the lid covered. I'm gonna let that dry a little bit. And I want to put a fringe around here. And I have this. It's going to be a busy box, I think. Yeah. So I'm thinking, I don't know if I should do, yeah, I think it's going to be cute with the navy. What do y'all think? Do you like that? So it's going to be red on top, red on the bottom. We might end up mixing it up with a different lid. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm going to glue this on here because we're going to make two real quick. I think we have time to make two of these. So Marshall and Jackson, he gets the ladder over there. They put it up. Tara's real nervous because, she don't want Marshall to fall off the ladder before he even starts his new job. And he gets up there and he has Jackson hand him the hose. Well, us girls go into the fifth wheel and we're in there because he wants us to tell him. Now, I did not paint this lid on purpose because I kind of want the brown to show through. I like that though. So there's the red and white and there's the blue. So I'm really liking this. Red, white, and blue. It will be cute. Thank you, Beverly. Star Party activated. Awesome, Teresa. Thank you. You guys are so awesome. Yay. So all of a sudden we hear the water go on and poor Tara and Cara Lee were sitting on the couch and y'all, I knew we weren't feeling well in there, but I didn't know it would happen that fast because we just barely had to, gut out the slide of the fifth wheel and replace a bunch of stuff because it had a water leak from when I had loaned it out to a single mom before. And so we had just fixed a bunch of stuff in it. Yay! You guys are so amazing. Thank you. I just saw that. Tracy, thank you for the stars. Thanks, everyone. You guys are awesome. All of a sudden, poor Tara and that beautiful red hair, curly hair of hers, like you can just see water start to come out of the ceiling. And what they had done was, hi Tracy, Marshall was spraying the top of the trailer to see if there was a water leak. Well, as soon as that happened, water started coming in. But here's the kicker, y'all. Here's what's happening. Marshall flies down off of so Jax comes in and he's like, is there anything coming into the trailer? And I'm like, yes, there's stuff coming in, but there's more than water coming in. I can't figure it out. Well, there was, y'all. Marshall came in the truck, so the girls and I are standing up away from the couch, and we're about to make an exit out of the trailer, and Marshall comes in, and he pulls on the ceiling, and out pops mushrooms. Y'all, mushrooms. Mushrooms are growing in my trailer, which means there is fungus and black mold and all the things. And Marshall was like, get out, everybody out. Mom, Tara, get out of the trailer, get out right now. I mean, he was like super protective daddy right there. Daddy mode for his baby and his wife, and super protective son and brother mode for his sisters and me. Because he knows that my health is super fragile right now. And it was just like, are you serious? Like, okay, I can make lemonade out of lemons, but I don't think I can make mushroom lemonade, y'all. I don't think that's happening. Not gonna happen. Is there any such thing as mushroom lemonade? Come on, let me see some laughs, because y'all gotta laugh with me about this, because I didn't even cry. I was in so much shock, y'all. Yes, so bad for us, Teresa, right? So bad for us. Like, seriously, I did not even know how to respond to that. Like, I was like, what are we gonna do? Now what are we gonna do? So I think I'm kind of liking this one a little bit better without the red polka dots. So I think we're going to do something with the other one. Like, I like this plain with the brown. Do you guys think I should paint it white or leave it brown? White or brown? So the top is red. Should we do white? This glue gun? It's a Gorilla glue gun. Sorry. It's one that I am using until I find mine that one of my creator friends bought me a lot when I first started. Right, Natalie? White? Okay, let's do white. Should we do white? It's okay, Deborah. There's just some things you can just take, and then there's just some things that you just have to, like, say, okay, well, I can make, like I said, I can make that lemonade, God, out of those lemons, but I cannot make lemonade out of mushrooms. It's just not happening. And black mold, nope, nope. And it's going to cost me more money to gut that whole ceiling and re-insulate it, and we'll tear out all the everything. Like in what was that storm? Like, it'll be a week on Monday. That's how fast that happened. Right, Margaret? I'm not kidding. Like, I'm like, what? Like, what did I sign up for on the other side? Y'all, that's kind of how I'm feeling right now. That's kind of how I'm feeling. And we all jumped out of that trailer. And I, for the last 24 hours, y'all, I have been shaking my head. So I sent Jen, who is, y'all know who Jen is now. Not my daughter-in-law Jen. I'm going to call her Jennifer. But Jen, who owns Mistress of Junk Marketplace here where I am right now. And I texted her and said, y'all not going to believe what we just found in this trailer. Because, y'all, she was there when we were redoing the slide out to begin with. Hello, Julia. It's only been going for, like, barely over a week, because, like, we just barely were working on the trailer. Like, we barely just did maintenance on it and checked the air stuff and did all the things. And yeah, and the humidity is so bad in Texas, and we get so much rain, and then we get so much heat. And I mean, it's an older trailer, so I mean, it's kind of, I was just hoping that it would hang on a little bit longer for me to, like, have business, you know, with Tony, to keep moving forward, and for me to get my strength back. Then just I can't make this stuff up. It is a blessing that I found out now. I didn't get all that comment, but I will go back. Hello, Denise Holt Jones. How are you? Hello, Mindy Mingo. You just missed my mushrooms. So I cannot make this stuff up, y'all. I'm going to go tomorrow. I have to wear a mask when I go in there because I've got to get some stuff out of there. And I need to find out, like, how much an ozone machine is, because I've got, like, some stuff in there that I don't want to get rid of, but I'm going to have to treat it somehow. And the only thing that I know of is an ozone machine. And I don't know how much they are, but I don't know what to do. But I texted Jen with Mistress of Junk, and I was like, you're never going to believe what Marshall just uncovered in this trailer. Marshall and Sadie. Actually, Sadie was the first one that saw it, and then Marshall was like, out, everybody out. And she was like, no way. And I was like, yes way. And she's like, Tony, we got to get that building. One of your buildings has got to get finished out. We got to figure out a way for you to finish out a building so that you and the kids, I so need your sweet face and giggles tonight. Hope today was a great day. Oh, Mindy, today. Yesterday was fab. Today's been like a day, but I'm happy to be here with y'all for another, I don't know, 15 minutes before I got to go get Carolee. We're going to try and finish one of these boxes up. We are decorating a papier-mâché round box. You can get these at Hobby Lobby, the Dollar Tree-ish store. You can get them at Dollar General. You can order them wholesale online. I thought about doing some kits with these because they're super fun. Man, this chalk paint does not want to come out of here. Anyway, she's like, she like called me, and then she's like, hey, she's like, where are you? And I was like, I'm sitting down eating with my kids. We had to take a break. We needed some fresh air, so we went to get something to eat. And she said, well, where are you at? Can I come? I know your kids are in town, but I was wondering if I could come talk to you for a few minutes. And I was like, well, sure, that's fine. I asked the kids if they minded if I stepped away for a few minutes. They said that was fine. And she said, I know, Beth. I know mold is going to be the spores are everywhere. I know. I know. I don't know. I thought about going to Home Depot and getting like one of those masks that has like the thing on it or something. I don't know, because I know mold is really bad. And my daughter-in-law, my daughter-in-law, that's what she is. Yes, Tara is allergic to mold. Carolee has asthma. I have asthma. I just finished up the chemo. Like all the things. Really? Like all the things. Let's hurry and dry this so we can decorate it. So she takes me aside and we talk for about 15 minutes. We're at the Dairy Queen, right? Nice Texas country little town Dairy Queen. And she said, let's finish out your building. You know, the one that just moved 18 feet last Monday in that tornado wind stuff? She said, do you know what day it's going to get reset? And I said, no. And she said, well, can you find out on Monday? And I said, I could do my best because I know it went to dispatch already. And she said, well, let's see if we can get a date. And I said, Jen, well, I appreciate that. And that's great. But Jen, I don't think you understand. I said, I love this idea. I think it's a great idea, but I don't have that kind of money right now. Like, I don't have that kind of money to go and finish out the building right now. That's why we're trying to get through what we're doing right now. So I'm going to put the lid back on because I want to see what this looks like. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is so cute. Okay, look at that. So we've got the cute fringe. We've got the scrapbook paper on the top. Is that cute? Now we need to start decorating it. So I'm going to put some little, I have this, I have some round wooden beads I'm going to put on the bottom. I'm just going to glue them on. And she said, she can't. I just lost my sister Christmas Eve from living in her. Way cute, yes. Welcome, Angel. Thank you for the stars, Mindy. Wow, you guys are kicking it with the stars tonight. Thank you so much. So she's like, I think we should set a goal. And I'm like, I'm all about goal setting. Like, I'm always all about goal setting. Like, for real. Y'all know it's like 20 to 10K. I've been working on that for a while. But we've totally made some major strides of progress on that. Okay, so I'm going to use 4 beads and put these on the bottom of this box to give it some depth and raise it up a little bit. But I am out of glue sticks, so let me grab a glue stick. Oh, sorry. My hands don't want to work. My feet don't want to work. Okay. So she's like, she's like, people in town, people around, there are people that want to help you. Like, people... We've got contractors, plumbers, electricians. We know people that want to help you. And I'm like, okay, that's great. And I am so grateful and so appreciative because I really am, you guys. I really am. I said, but the bottom line is I just don't have the financial means right now to make the material cost. I have 1 roll of electrical wire, y'all, and it's over $400. That's what I paid for it like months ago before I was diagnosed, and it's like, it's more expensive now and I don't know how many rolls of it I need to get the electrical into that one building that's completely empty, because we can live in one building. Like, we would be fine in one building. We just need a bathroom, you know, and like, so that would be 2 walls. And then open concept, like we can do open concept in a 16 by 40, that's 640 square feet of a building that we can use right now. Perfectly good size for 3 people to live in until things pick up and I'm feeling better and we could do it. And so she's like, I think we should try and make this happen. And I'm just like, okay, you know, I'm definitely listening, and we're talking, and then we start talking about some of the trials that I've, you know, gone through, and we talked about the house burning down, we talked about, you know, my cancer stuff, we talked about, okay, oh my gosh, okay, so the feet on this definitely made it super cuter. Is that super cuter? I don't know that that's a word, but that's super cute. I maybe should have painted the bottom white, but that's cute, right? Do not mess around with mold things or going in there. It's not worth it. Probably was there a long time. You know, I don't know if it was a long time though, because we were just working on it. You raise your daughter comfortably in 780 square feet, tight but doable. I'm not worried about space. I'm like, I love it because like we have fun, and I just like it. I like the small. I don't know. I'm not a big gotta have a big house person. I'm just not. So I think we would be totally fine, and I think it's totally doable. But building right now, anything is just really crazy. But Jen is determined to make, she's determined, y'all. She's determined. And she said, with all the people just around here, locally, that are skilled and licensed, we can do this. And so I think I know she is putting something together on the auction. She said, on the auction the other night, a lot of people are asking, several people asked, I don't know how many is a lot, but several people asked if we had a GoFundMe page, if I had a GoFundMe page, and I was like, nope, I'm doing things on my own. I'm going to be self-sufficient. I'm going to keep working and doing my business, and I'm going to do things on my own, and I'm doing this, and this is it. This is what I'm going to do. Anyway, so she's working on that side of it. You could do a knob on top. Deborah, that's funny because I was just looking at this right here, but it's black. And I don't know if I should paint it white. Should I paint it white? You love what? Yeah, the idea. Maybe people have old construction material. White? Okay, we'll do white. And then I think we're going to put some stars on here. And then I have an idea for the other box. And then I'm going to have to get off and go get Carolee. But, white chalk paint. So she's putting together some ideas. And maybe, like, I might be doing lots of crafts again. I might be doing more, like, trying to get more lives done. Since I don't know. Since I can't live in the trailer, I don't know where, like, I don't know what's going to happen. But she thinks that if we can pull the money together, that the house can be, the tiny home can be completely built in within a week. Y'all, 1 week. What do you guys think of that? What do you think of that? What are your thoughts? Let people help you, and your kids deserve it. You guys like it? You guys like the idea? I like the idea, but it scares the heck out of me. Is she ready?
Yeah.
Oh, she's ready.
Yeah.
She's ready, or is she have like 5 minutes?
She's ready.
Oh no, she's ready.
She said you can come get me.
Okay, tell her I'm gonna be about 10 minutes. Y'all, she got off early, it sounds like, but she'll be okay. So let me hurry. We're just gonna do this one box tonight. We're gonna finish this knob. We're gonna glue some stars on, and then I'm gonna come back on Monday. But I am gonna come live tomorrow with my grandbabies because they're so cute. So anyway, wow, week, right? Scary week. Always something with me. Good night, Tracy. I don't know. It's just a process. It's a process. It's a humbling process. Like I said, nobody wants to be in that position. No one wants to be that person that needs that help or needs to, like, because come on guys, like, ladies and gents, I just want to be that person that can, I just want to be that person that's helping and giving. I'm ready to be there for a while again and not the one that needs the help. And I honestly know that that's coming. But it's hard when you're in it. It's hard when you're in it. And I think I've told you guys, I'll share a story tomorrow with you guys about one of my children and a car battery. Remind me when I go live again. God has put these people in your life. Ow, is blessing do not block God. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And sometimes I wonder if that's why the things that keep popping up is because I'm just being too proud, or I just need to keep learning a little bit more so that I'm ready to help others when they're in need. I don't know. Or if I'm just really strong and I need to learn how strong I really am. I don't know. Oh my heck, this is so adorable. Okay, before I leave, I just want to glue a couple of these on because I think these are really cute. These are Tim Holtz stars. Tim Holtz Ideology or Adornment stars. And they are like a rustic color. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I wait and finish this later and have more time to think about it? I don't know. Maybe I'll wait. Okay, so this is what we have for tonight. We did this. We took a round box, papier-mâché box. So we'll do part 2. So this is part 1. So this with the lid, this is what we started with. Like that. We took some scrap. We painted it white on the bottom. We added some beads to the bottom. I probably next time would paint this probably white. Painted it white with chalk paint. Added some navy blue fringe. Left the lid brown, and I like that. I think it looks awesome that way. Added some red and white scrapbook paper and Mod Podged it. Just painted a little knob white. And then we're going to come back on part 2, and we're going to do something down here. And then I've got 3 more. I mean, 2 more. And then we will do part 2 either probably Monday or Tuesday. But like this would be really cute, don't you think, to add? And then I thought I have this little wooden spool, and I thought it would be cute if I add these American flags to it and put it on the lid of one. Wouldn't that be so cute? Oh, I think this is going to be fun. So part 2, so fun. Maybe you aren't supposed to be strong. Maybe God is saying, oh, I can't see that comment on the end. Trying to be something. Trying to be too strong on your own. Yeah, that's probably true, Mindy. My husband's stable. I need major back surgery, but see, Denise, isn't it just, you guys are amazing. Like, I just love you guys so much. Sometimes I just think I just should go live like 24/7 sometimes, just so I stay upright. But I am going to call it short. She got off earlier than she was supposed to, and I don't want my 16-year-old up there in the dark. So I'm gonna let you guys go tonight. You know, I don't even know what to say after I found out mushrooms are growing in our living quarters. But this is what we got for tonight. This is a little patriotic that we'll have part 2 probably Monday nights. And I will be thinking on it, and whenever Jen figures out how she's going to present, how we're going to come up, or what we're going to do to get things going on building, finishing out a building, a 16 by 40, 640 square feet in 1 week, I'll let y'all know, and we will, we'll see how that works out, you guys. If you're watching the replay, thank you for watching the replay. Thank you all for being here. I love you guys, as always. No, I appreciate all the things, and I will see you guys soon, okay? Talk to you soon. Thanks. Love you. Bye.